Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the history of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And because I'm kind of in a hurry today to get something ready for the next day's video, I'm just going to do another of the Naval Academy missions, this time heavy duty. A super battleship and its escorts must be destroyed. A battleship of over 100,000 tons is your main objective. It is escorted by a couple of heavy cruisers and some destroyers. You may build a few modern battleships or more heavy cruisers as your main attack force. You will also have at your disposal 4 large destroyer leaders. Well, I've designed a ship and just kept it under 125 million so I could have 2. So we'll be taking 2 battleships and 4 destroyer leaders against battleship, cruiser, and 4 destroyers. So as usual, we are going to be at something of a disadvantage. Not as bad as sometimes, but we'll see. I know one thing. 100,000 tons is a big old mama. So what do you say we get in there and take a look at what I have gotten designed? It turned out that the random number god drew, I believe, an Italian. Is that Italian? No, I'm not sure. I should know this, but something about that. Yeah, I think that's Italian. Somebody will correct me if it's not. Whoa, man, my mouse wheel went crazy. A big, 66,000 ton booger, good for 25.5 knots with 9 18-inch guns. I think I smoothed 25-inch guns because I just didn't have enough weight to pull off 6-inch guns. And standard bulkheads, geared turbines, oil fuel, blah, blah, blah. The best auxiliary engine, the best shaft, the best armor. Barbette 4, anti-torp 5. I could only get double hull. If I wanted triple hull, we go with 1 big battleship, and that's just not going to be enough. Reinforced bulkheads, anti-flood 3, all or nothing citadel. Standard shells, because I don't think we can afford heavy. Whoa! We can afford heavy. No, we can't. 1 battleship. Haha. I was right. 2 battleships. Yes, the cost of the shells is enough to make the difference between fielding or launching, I should say. 2 rather than 1. Okay, no torpedoes. Best rangefinder, stereoscopic rangefinder. Anyway, Gen 2 radar, not enough armor, but still not inconsequential. 16-inch belt, 8-inch extended, 8-inch deck, 4-inch deck extended, 16-inch conning tower, 16-inch turret, 8-inch turret top end, 6-inch secondaries. She's got a funnel. She's got a tower. Like I said, I don't know what else to say about it. She's fairly balanced, 0.5% aft weight, and I don't think it's easily fixed. I'm not going to worry about it. And off she goes. If there's anything about her I'd like better, I'd like her to be faster, her to be more armored, and to have bigger guns. Wait. Okay. Well, you you get what you can get when you try to design it. I designed her around 9 big 18-inch guns because really and truly, big guns are what wins this game. So, I've babbled for 4 minutes about this design. What do you say we get in there and find out what it's all about? But before we do, you know the YouTube ritual, right? You know, we all like, share, subscribe. I shouldn't sing. I'm sorry. Like, share, subscribe, and there's something else in there. Comment. Oh, yeah, comment. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. And, of course, if you really love this content, if you really think it's special, if you just want to show me some love, you can always buy me a cup of coffee. The link is in the description. All right, we got that out of the way, and now we are allowed by the YouTube gods to proceed with the video. Alright, now I want to pause because I have not played this all the way through, but I have played it a little bit, and yeah, this is not good. The destroyers are already confused. They're in confusion. I really don't want these destroyers to get far away from us. They can't do much for us except screen us against the bad guys. We already got an 8.1% chance to hit. What's out there? Well, we can't see much of anything else, but we can see something that has, for God's sakes, 15 big guns. If those aren't at least 17-inch, I'll be surprised. Sometimes you can tell by looking at the turret. Yeah, you see, that does not look like... That is not the same as that. The top of the turret's different. So they're probably 17s, maybe 16s. They got goofy tall barbettes for secondaries. They are they've got all kinds of secondaries. All kinds. Holy crap, they're everywhere. Look, get on the sunny side. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like a mixture of calibers, like these are 4s or 5s and those are 6s. Yeah, what a goofy looking girl. Alright, well, enough eyeballing. We're already in position to start firing, so we are going to turn in such a way as to bring our battery to bear. And I really don't want to put them on AI because I'm afraid they're going to do something. Oh my God, they're 48 knotters. And they've got 36 torpedoes. And they're only 3,500 tons. They're really fast. They're really, really fast. Alright, back here. Yeah, we'll leave her speed up there. We're going to cut their speed back down to something a little more reasonable. And bring them around more or less like they are. The Lares, we're going to leave at 48 knots and let her move to join up. We have the Lepanto and the Europa. Well, it's time to party. Alright, I don't want to go too fast because I don't want these destroyers and everybody to get too bloody confused. But I do want to come back over here and watch the fall of shot because it's cool. 20% chance to hit already. Well, one thing's a fact. We don't have a range advantage. Because here it comes. Alright, they're firing at Europa. And they've already got a hit. A big hit. 16 inchers. Well, that's grim. Speed up a little bit, boys. My God! What has she got for fire control? She's already... We've gotten hits on her, but she's already tore Europa to shreds. What does she have for fire control? I am convinced that the AI gets fire control advantages that are not available to us regular folks here. That is just astounding, but we're getting hits. Let's go take a look. Yeah, she just doesn't care either. I mean, she's getting hits, but we're not hurting her. She was getting damage in the hundreds. Oh, we got a 76. Doesn't look good for the guys on this side. Doesn't look good. But we're in a straight up gunfight. That just can't be. I suppose we could turn into her, go bow on. We may not have a consort by the time that happens, because those 16-inch guns are tearing Europa to shreds. And I don't see anything like... My God, what is she hitting us with? We're going to lose her before we have put significant damage. Yeah, well, we've hurt her, but 18-inch rounds are just... She must have some kind of armor. 100,000 tons. Warship sinks. Oh, we lost that quickly. What? What? Well, I didn't see it. But we must have struck and gotten... I wish we had been there. We must have gotten a freaking ammo explosion. Yeah, there you go. Blah. I'm completely taken aback. Really, I'm sitting here planning a way to gracefully lose in front of everybody, and we must have gotten a magazine. Well, you know what that means. We can do it again. It's time to go back and start doing pre-dreads. I've been so busy with other games lately. Oh, we got Germans this time. I've been so busy with Lock and Load Tactical Digital, and I'm about to get very busy with Nations at War from Lock and Load Tactical, which I do love dearly. Great games. If you like that kind of thing, do look for those. Do look for those videos. That I have not been doing a lot with. Oh my God, we're close with Ultimate Admiral. 8.4%. Wow. Well, since we're that close, let's go ahead and try the classic Ultimate Admiral charge. Oh, they're only 40 knotters this time, but then they've only got 40 torpedoes each. Whoa, sad. Makes me wish I hadn't come to play. But I don't want them to get way out ahead of us. We'll let them range out their ways, say 30 knots. But I really don't want them just running away. So we got Gneisenau and look, what? Why is it still Lepanto? And we're still flying. Is that Austrian? Is that what I'm missing? It's not Italian. That must be Austrian. Well, okay. Again, they're very bright people in the viewership here, and I bet you I'm wrong. I mean, it's either Italian or Austrian, and I bet you I'm wrong if it's either one of them. Okay, let's go. It's beautiful day. Look how smooth the water is. Calm weather, light breeze, smooth waves. I mean, it don't get much better than this. Now, turning into her like this is going to cost us a bunch of... we're not going to get nearly the number of guns on target. But we ought to be able to bear up under whatever fire. Oh, we already see her escorts. Isn't that a beautiful cruiser? Lordy. Well. First blood. That's not always the case, but it's usually the case. First blood goes to the AI. Look at how beautiful it is. Let's do something here. Let's do something. Oh yeah. You have to. I know that. You know, you'd think that a guy who's making videos would recognize that the videos are always all about the audience. But I'm afraid, at least for this few minutes, this is all about the screenshots. There's one there. Over there. Look at them from the sunny side. And remember, you always have to have something interesting in the foreground, so there it is. And, and yeah, that smoke gets in the way. Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever said this online, but I used to be, and I guess I still sort of am, a very avid amateur photographer. I haven't broken the cameras out in a long time. So although, you know, it's not exactly the same, I'm still very much into composition of the image. And the reason I'm not still doing it is I was never very good at it. I was a lot more avid than I was photographer. Okay. We're playing this entirely different this time, charging straight in. That last one was was just freakishly turned around so suddenly. Well, we've hit her. Bow on like that, we ought to be a lot less vulnerable to her fire. And we ought to be a lot less effective because we've given up a third of our battery. But like the old saying goes, ouch! 17 inches this time. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch, so whatever advantage we get from being bow on, we're going to give up a part of that in firepower. And right now we've got, oh my God, we got 6 to her 15. Got a 23% chance to hit. We have yet to identify her. I don't think we've done significant damage to her. Yeah, I'd say that's significant, but it's not devastating. Unlike what we did last time, which was clearly devastating. Okay, we just got to go look. Oh, well, that was a couple of good licks right there. Ouch! I hope we get close enough to actually identify her this time so we get a feel for what kind of armor they've got on her. I don't think we got any hits that time. So we need to start trying to keep... Oh, nice now. She's very sad. She's very, very sad. Very, very sad. Alright, we're getting close enough now that we can see some of the other guys coming in. Ouch, ouch. We got some good hits that time. Good hits. At this moment, I'd say we're probably advantaged. Hey, stop! Just exactly who thought it was a good idea, AI, to switch fire off of Okay, this particular, we have, oh, we've taken some serious damage back there. This particular version is really frustrating about its, all right, we're going to put these guys on AI control, about how it likes to take over gunnery. It was not a good idea to switch fire. All it did was mean that we're going to have a smaller chance to hit now. All right, it's time. Get these before we lose Nice and I'll never use her aft turret. Not to mention the fact that there are destroyers coming our way. Hey, I don't know what you're doing, but you're no longer on AI control. Go that way. Lord, that's dumb. I think I was saying beforehand, before I got all distracted, if you haven't noticed, I'm easily distracted. I've been so busy with other games, I just haven't been spending as much time with this old gal. And I still love it, and I still want to put some stuff out regularly for it. But I think for a bit here anyway, I'm going to be putting a lot more effort into some stuff from Lock and Load Publishing. And if those type of tactical war games interest you, ouch! Then please check them out. 8-inch hits on the destroyer. Yeah, that's ugly. She's done. What are you guys doing? Pick it up. All right. All right, stop. I'm caught up in the typical I can't control these guys and control those guys at the same time. All right. Here we go. Well, they switched to Lepanto, who is not enjoying it. We have yet to identify her, but we've hit her pretty hard. That destroyer is getting just utterly annihilated. Yeah, she's fixing to go down. She's just, boom, good hit, good hit. I say it's a good hit. Are you actually shooting at who I want you to shoot at? Yeah, we lost our destroyer. Yes. And yes. Alright, it's Russian. 30.2 inches. Alright, now let's think about that for a second. Every time I see that, I freak out. But I suspect, although I could be wrong, I suspect that something like the conning tower is armored that heavily. I just don't believe she's got a 32-inch belt. But what do I know? They don't let us see the details. And these 18-inch guns have hurt her. So we're getting hurt, but at this point, I think we're probably at something of an advantage. Turn that sound up a little bit. And I got to start. Oh my God. I've never been good at this, have I? Go to AI on. I've just, you know, I ought to be good at managing this, but and if there's anything about this game that probably I don't fully understand is how to best manage disparate groups of ships. And there may be things in these controls these things that I've not really played with enough to do a good job. But what oh my God, we're down to 18 kilometers. What I do know is, unless, one, there's a better way to do it than I understand, And if not, unless it is added to the game, which might just be putting things on AI control and letting them rock, large fleet engagements are going to be insane. I mean, we're seeing 60 frames per second right now. I say that, we turn the rig on. Yeah, 50s, 40s. You know, reasonable frame rates for what we're doing here. It's not like we're playing a first-person shooter. But there's going to come a time when we're playing the campaign game that I don't know how we're going to play really large fleet engagements. There. Well, we paid her back a bunch. What we got to worry about now are torpedoes. So we're turning away a bit. Yeah, let's do that. Smack, smack, smack. Our destroyers are getting creamed. As long as we don't lose, you know, as long as we don't take a raft of torpedoes to our big girls here. Lordy. The Weliki Ignatz Konstantin is doing enough damage. I don't need any help from her escorts. Oh, ow! What got her? Torpedo hit! Well, I feel better now. We got a little payback, and she's turning away. She's decided, and justifiably, I believe, she's getting her head handed to her. And she needs to depart, hopefully. And put an end to those plans before too long. Thump, 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 thump. Yeah, she's God, she's just freakishly large. I'm not seeing a really cool screenshot out of this. Although that's not too bad, really. Again, you must forgive me. It's my thing. Go! She is still spitting her defiance at us. And even if we win this, it won't have been a free. Lepanto is, and both of them are seriously damaged. Oh, it's such a beautiful freaking game. Nicely done. Got another torpedo hit on that heavy cruiser. I don't think we rang her chime at all that time. That's unfortunate. Yeah, she's falling back. She's leaving. And it'll be very dangerous for us to pursue. Once again, I get interface poisoning. Alright. 39-40% chance to hit. Just keep socking them out there, guys. At least so far, I haven't seen that their light guys have been able to affect the battle by scaring us, but they could have torpedoes in the water. Yeah, she is going to be really hard to kill this time. She's still making 24 knots, for God's sake. She's drawing away from us seriously drawing away from us, and the only way after her is to endanger ourselves big time with their destroyers. So it might be time to start assigning secondary batteries some targets. Yeah, it looks like they're actually able to get some shots in. As damaged as we are, it would not take much in the way of torpedo hits to run our day. These old gals are actually in pretty good shape. They're running off. Hopefully that means they're reloading 21.9. Well, we are keeping her from getting away much, too quick right now, but all right, well. She's stirring on to us, giving her the best effect of her armor. And the chances of hit are below 40%. 36 to 41%. And now, are those destroyers running away? Yes, they are. That at least is encouraging. And we are still shooting at her, right? Yes, yes. Oh yeah, she's using those destroyers as screens very nicely, and we are bouncing off of her. Yeah, we got a lick on her that time. Well, we're just going to have to gut it. Take our chances with the torpedoes that are almost certainly waiting for us. 112 damage, 114 damage. You've seen this before, and we're not at that point yet, but you've seen where you can get these big monster designs down to just ridiculous damage. They hang on. She's still making 23 and change. Alright, just for fun, I don't know if it'll help. We're going to have a hard time penetrating. We might as well see if we can blow her upper works to shreds. Well, that didn't work. Of course, I don't know when that HE will actually start being. I would think at least by now we ought to be shooting HE. Gonna get you, gonna get you, gonna get you. $14? Well, maybe we ought to let the gunnery officer choose ammunition just now. Well, I wish we had seen that explosion at last fight. That would have been awesome. You don't get, on these modern battleships, you don't get that kind of fun. We can't even keep up with her. We're falling behind no matter what we do. All we can do is minimize the rate at which she can open the range. There, by God, didn't change the percentages, but it smacked you. She's got some flooding. So do we. Yeah, I think I waited too long to... Man, is she shooting some serious secondaries at our destroyers. And they're firing torpedoes over there. Well, the fate of our destroyers is of no consequence. What matters is, can we get a couple of healthy licks on her to slow her down. Right now, she's taken several hundred points of damage that have not affected her structural. God almighty, look at those 8-inchers. Actually, she might... No, she's only shooting 8-inchers. Yeah, we're barely... I mean, we're just barely scratching her. Lordy. Well, we're very lucky from one point of view. She's decided to take her destroyers with her. Yeah, she's tearing our destroyers up. So are the heavy cruisers. Man, bounce, bounce, bounce. And there's a good hit. Come on. They're going to sick those cruisers on us here any time now. And again, you see that we're getting... Hold on. We're getting a lot of hits. We're not materially affecting... We're not really affecting her structural integrity. Secondaries there. I saw torpedoes. I want to pray that they are being whooped on these guys, but I don't know. Oh, they are both wrecked. Well, I don't see any torpedoes right off the top of my head. Let's see, the cruisers got them. Well, we get back here and see what we see. Do it. Now I keep seeing. Yep, we saw them launch the torpedo. We actually spotted the torpedo launch. Well, we can choose to turn into the torpedo or turn away. Turning into it, it's hard to say. Turning into it looks to me to be the ticket. That'll put us in and among them and probably get us slaughtered. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, we're getting little dinks on her with the 5-inchers. Got another 8-inch hit out there. We still have not materially affected her structural damage. Yeah. Nice now has to slow down or she'll be, yep. Should be all over. And we're hitting her with little bitty guns that nobody cares about. And there go the torpedoes. Turn. Turn. And turn. Here we go. More torpedoes. Stop. Looks like I was overconfident. That may be too late for this. We may suck that up no matter what we do. Yep, Lepanto's going to take that torpedo. I don't know how big it is. I don't know how powerful it is. It wasn't any fun. Tell you what, you switch fire there. You keep shooting at the battleship. More torpedoes. Lots of them too. We're in collision range. Like Gneisenau is going out of its mind with its steering, trying to avoid a collision. Now we don't have to worry about that guy anymore. Alright, stop. 26%, well, we're somebody now. We actually put a hurt on her. How's she doing? Not great! Not great! Yeah, not great. But she took that cruiser out of our misery. Okay, here we go. I say that. There she is again with another freaking wad of torpedoes she managed to sling at us before she went down. I still don't see any way I could have avoided turning into these guys and still be able to stay in decent range of our main target. I think we're still getting some damage on her. Alright, now turn. Turn. Ouch! Now, truth is, I think we've got to win here because the big Russian girls run off. There was, didn't that happen in one of those games? I think where I got to win because they ran away. I think it may be true. In any case, it's still fascinating. Pick up the pace. Back over here. And we're still hammering them out there at a very good chance to hit. And we're still getting hits. They're just not devastating. I don't guess we're going to get any more of those killer... I wish we had seen that ammunition detonation. Ooh, I think we're seeing some frame issues. Seem to stagger. huh? Dump, dump, dump. And we're still hitting her. It just doesn't matter. Just bouncing off. Really? Let's just get crazy here. We'll go to one of them going to HE, which would be. Whoa! 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 We did get an ammo detonation, but it probably was from secondaries. Yeah, maybe ready ammo in those mounts. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Wasn't exciting. Alright, so Nice now. Nice now has HE and she's on auto. She's still got significant flooding, but looks like it's under control. But she's going to fall behind. Go. Hits, but they're just doing dinky damage. 7.8, 4.0. And this is why you want to turn bow on or go stern to, because when you protect that belt and give such a narrow aspect to hit, it just gets very hard to do significant damage. And it's just one of the odd things of the game that you seem to be able to get significant damage on the old gals early, but as they approach the point of croaking, they just seem to get real hard to hurt. And again, I think, I've said this before, of course not everybody's seen every video. Hey, if you haven't seen every video, look at them. I think you got a situation where armored sections, like you see here, get beat down, and oh, look at that, it shows the guns going up and down. That you continue to damage already destroyed areas, and it doesn't seem to penetrate beyond, which is something that, if I'm right, I don't know that I am, needs to be addressed. She's still making 23 knots, and we are getting nowhere. Well, this is all fascinating, but at the rate we're doing damage to her, the rate we aren't doing damage to her, she's taken multiple serious hits since she's been down to 30% or less. See, there's 157 points. She's got mid-deck penetration. Man, we're penetrating the deck and plunging into the guts of this thing, and it's not affecting her. I don't want to come off as complaining. The game's still in alpha, but it is kind of tedious. And she's just falling behind, worse and worse. She's still got a good chance to hit. Eisenhower's got a great chance to hit. She just can't seem to put her down. I mean, we ought to be getting 2 or 3 hits every salvo. And we probably are. Most of them are bouncing. We had 265 ricochets. 94 penetrations. That was a partial pay. We got 1 ammo detonation. Only did 186 damage. That had to be a secondary. Yeah, you know, we were let it run a little bit longer, but I think we're gonna call it a win, because after all, she did run. And it's my channel, and if I say I win, I win. And that'll, by God, something. That'll something. Thumped up. Whew, it's so cool. You just can't beat the visuals. Yeah, the visuals are just awesome. Take all that nonsense out of the way. That was a screenshot making things pause. Awesome. But oh, we're down to 25%. Well, she is dead now. Nothing she can do except keep running away and take 600 points of damage. That does not change anything. Yeah. Well, we're at 51 minutes. It's been a hell of a fight, but I think we'll call it, I would call it a win. We lost our destroyers. I lost my destroyers. You were just along for the ride and enjoying it. It wasn't your responsibility. And we killed a cruiser. Didn't get any of their destroyers because the destroyers, you know, wisely ran away. Actually, they should have hurled themselves at me. That would have given her a chance to run off. And we are blowing her to shreds, but just at no pace that's worth watching. It's just taking too long. So let's leave the battle, jump back out here. Hey, it's still clearly in my top 5 games I'm playing now, and I just can't wait to see what's coming up in the next release. I haven't paid too much attention to it. I don't even know if they posted anything about it, but I'll go look here shortly and figure it out. In the meantime, as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.